Hello again.
Hi, guys.
Live on Facebook and Instagram again simultaneously. It's Dean and Kate.
That's right. And it is also
Monday Night Live. Now it's obligatory. Now I have to do it.
You just have to. And it brings me such joy, so I'm grateful for it every Monday.
Monday Night Live. Well, I'm Dean Nixon with TurningLeaf Wellness Center, and this is Kate
Semmens,
who is our co-host and co-anchor. Isn't that cool?
I love it.
And we're excited to get back on Monday Night Live and to be able to talk to you and come up with some new questions that we've had asked, but new topics. Man, we are having such a great time. And we have the drawing tonight.
We do. Woohoo!
We have the drawing tonight. Unfortunately, Kate's wearing the Boston shirt, and we will be drawing from the Yankee hat.
I've been promising you guys for weeks that every time we do a drawing, I'm like, oh, I should wear some of my Boston gear just to like bring balance to the universe a little bit, realize that there's more than one perspective on things.
It's hard to even be in the same room. And every Boston fan knows what I'm talking about, and every Yankee fan knows what I'm talking about, but here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. So tonight we wanted to talk.
What's one of our hashtags, though? Like adversity?
Yeah, adversity is my teacher.
Is my teacher. So
yes,
here we are.
Here we are.
Just in the school of learning
in the
from
school
adversity.
Of learning through the adversity of the Red Sox Yankees rivalry. So those of you that are out there that feel my pain, there you go. So hi, Faith. I can see a wave.
Yay.
We've got some people joining. Well, thank you for tuning in. We are going to be talking tonight about relationships once again. And we're going to talking about some of the things that we've been getting feedback on for questions.
Yep. So something that has come in, and we actually kind of touched on it a little bit tonight in our family support group that we have every Monday night here at Turning Leaf from 6 to 7:30.
Right.
Is and we also touched on this just a little bit back in September. We looked up the video because we were like, oh, we could tell them about this. So September 4th, we also did another video about accountability versus energy and what our responsibility is for those in a relationship, right? So we're going to kind of maybe allude to some of that stuff too. But if you haven't seen that video, go check it out because it was pretty good if we say so ourselves. No, we got a lot of good feedback about it.
Apparently we do, yeah.
Apparently we do say.
Apparently we do say so ourselves.
But the question comes in, and what happens often, Dean, you're saying that you see this a lot, is that like you'll be going along in a relationship and then something will happen and just like explode. And one of the partners would be like, I didn't see that coming.
Right. Right. And I see that a lot in relationships. I see where we go back, and it does, going back to that energy versus accountability. A lot of times in relationships we aren't fully engaged in the listening. And this is the part that's so important is, and as Kate and I were talking about these pieces that we were going to talk tonight, one of the directions and angles I was talking to her about that I wanted to go was when do we get help?
Oh yeah.
When do we get help? And do we wait until it gets to a point where it's some kind of an explosion and the other partner's caught off guard?
Right.
Or when do we get help? And I allude to it, I talk about it a lot, is we have to stop treating mental health, treating help through professionals. We've got to stop using it like dentistry. You know, we wait until the tooth is abscessed. We wait until a root canal is inevitable, or that a extraction has to take place. Then we go see the dentist. And man, we want to see him now. We want to see him immediately. I want the pain to go away. I want the discomfort to go away. And the struggle with that in relationships is that we are coming in a crisis situation where a lot of times if couples would come in once a year or even twice a year, every 6 months, and get a checkup, it would be beneficial. It would be extremely beneficial.
I love that idea, like a mental health checkup. Like we do health and wellness checkups.
Right.
Like my insurance doesn't even charge me for any of that. You know what I mean? Like I got to go make sure I'm physically okay. But why don't we do that for ourselves mentally and emotionally?
Right.
I love that idea.
Go into the dentist and you're getting your cleaning every 6 months, and it avoids the cavities. It avoids the toothaches. And shameless plug for dentists and that whole industry. But it's that concept of the same thing is we wait till it's so far down the pipe that we're in crisis. And the concern that I have is that there's never enough time. There's nothing wrong with us, or we're doing fine. I think we're doing fine. The kids are fine. Everybody thinks why are we not getting in and just opening up topics and dialogue before the crisis becomes a crisis? And when you've got a professional in there, and I love it when couples come in. I've got a couple that comes in and they come in once to twice a year. It's my favorite thing. They come in and they just put it all out there, the things that need to be talked about. I get to sit there and be a referee and help them navigate through, because I don't have a dog in the fight, so to speak. It's if one person feels a different way or another way, I'm not going to side. I'm going to be neutral and help them to navigate through the tough conversations that they're avoiding having because they know each other so well. Yeah.
I think also too, just a thought that's going through my head is that idea, and we talk about this in our like Monday night group, and a lot of times that idea of like, sometimes you do just need some help in putting together your agreements, right? Yep. And then the accountability buddy that like is just built into that with the follow-up, like, yeah, we did this worked. I was really great about this agreement. Maybe I fell short on this one. What do we need to tweak? And all those things can be done really without, like you were saying, having to get like all emotional, right? Like, right. And for you too, being kind of the coach and the navigator in that situation, there's a lot of value in that.
Absolutely. And when people come in crisis, it's great because having the skill set to be able to help people and help couples work through those crisis things. It's not a bad thing that when you're in crisis to come in and get help. It's good. It's good to come in and get help when you're in those crisis places. But how cool is it to be able to take your relationship, and I'm not talking in just marriage either. I'm talking with siblings. I'm talking with even employees and coworkers. Sometimes having a voice that can help, and maybe you can't bring the other person in, but you can go in. You can go in and sit down and talk through things. But when we can take things to the next level, especially in a relationship, a friendship, a marriage, etc., where we can go in, get the help, and we can take it to another level instead of coming in every time we're in crisis. That's where the power is. So even like with seminar, the emotional growth seminars, the awakening level 1, the level 2, the discernment balance level 3, and empowerment level 4. In the seminar process is a lot of people think, well, you go through those seminars if you're broken. You go through the seminars if there's problems. I even have people come to me and say, everybody that goes through those seminars, I hear, have problems, or they're on the brink of divorce, or causes their divorce. And it's like, no, it really doesn't. The problem is that they're waiting so long that a lot of those problems are already there. It's kind of like saying, well, every time I go to the dentist, I get my tooth pulled. Well, it's because we wait until the problem is escalated. So it's okay to come in and get help when those things happen, but how cool would it be to be able to take that relationship to the next level?
Right.
By coming in before it gets out of control.
And too, like, how empowering is that to be able to come in and get skills, like really applicable skills, so that when the crises do arise, you're able to better manage them.
Right. And you have the same language. You're speaking the same language. You've been through a bonding experience. That's what's so cool about that process, is it's very bonding. The seminar process, you both go through it individually, but collectively. Like, there's processes that you're going through, but you're doing your thing, their partner's doing the other thing. But when you come out, it's very bonding, and you now have a language, an understanding. You have all sorts of powerful things. It really does add to the power of the relationship, as well as coaching and therapy and all the other wonderful therapeutic techniques that are out there.
Right. And I've talked to a number of my friends about and loved ones about, hey, you guys, it's no secret by now, right? Kate's a big fan of seminars. So like, hey, this has been really amazing for me. Like, maybe you should take a look at it. And sometimes the response that I get is like, oh no, I'm okay.
Right.
Like I'm doing okay right now.
Right.
And I guess I don't know what that means for me if they're like, yeah, you need seminar, Katie, but I'm doing okay because I don't feel like I came into the situation in crisis.
Right.
You know, I feel like what it has done for me though, and where it's helping me, what it's helping me create and take my life toward is, oh my goodness, like I could not speak enough good about what it's done for me and my space where I'm at in my life.
Yeah. You're empowering yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving yourself a whole new set of coping skills that you've never had before.
Mm-hmm.
You walk out feeling better about yourself than you ever have. You wind up shedding a lot of the hurts and pains that you've been harboring that didn't know how to let go of for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing all of that in a matter of a 3-day process.
Right.
And there's no mystery about it. There's no secretiveness about it. Some people have said, well, everybody that goes through seminar, nobody will tell me about it. And the only reason is like, well, when I go see the new Mission Impossible, which I'm going to be doing here, I know it's been out for a while.
I haven't seen it yet either.
But I don't want people telling me the ending.
Yeah.
I don't want people telling me what happens in that process. I want to experience it for myself. And that's the only reason why people are like, oh, it's some secretive society and all this. Okay, please look at me. Do I look like I would have a secret society? Don't answer that. I'm just kidding. But
no, Dean.
No, I don't. Trust me. If you saw my life, you would know it's far from it. But the reality is that we want people to have their own experience. When you came through, it was your unique experience.
Yes.
And everybody comes through needing something different. And that's the important thing is when you go in, you have your own unique experience. It's a very powerful, personal, intimate experience. And you walk out feeling incredible.
Right. And that's what I always explain to people too. Like, I don't want to ruin your experience of it. Like if you decide to go through, which I hope you do, because I feel like every human on the planet will benefit exponentially from doing it. So, but if you decide to go through, I don't want to taint your experience because it won't be authentic. It won't be in the now. It won't be yours. You'll go in with an idea of what you're going to do. Right.
Waiting for that piece
Mm-hmm.
instead of just going in open and learning. And that's a powerful piece. But it is going back to that relationship piece where at the beginning we're talking about addressing the issues before they become a crisis.
Right.
And if I can become a healthier person, one of the things that I'm seeing happening right now, which I'm super grateful for, is people are really starting to invest in themselves. People are starting to look for insight and knowledge and information. And they're reading books. They're starting to understand that there's a lot of help out there. The personal development side of life is waiting for everybody. And there's a lot of information out there. And I encourage everybody to jump on top of that. And one of the things I do on a daily basis is every morning I read through meditations from the Tao Te Ching. Again, it's one of those meditations. It's not it's from Zen.
Mm-hmm.
Zen is not a religion. It doesn't conflict with any religious belief systems, but it supports a way of thinking. And that meditation every morning, that thinking, that process allows me to really ground myself and set my intentions for the day, along with my personal prayers, where I get down on my knees and I show my devotion to my Maker. And so those are things that are really important as all of these opportunities are opening up. It's important that both people in the relationship are working to move forward instead of waiting until it's an ultimatum or a crisis to move forward. If it gets to that point, come in. We will help you. I can help you work through that stuff as best as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We've got great clinicians here that can do the same. But man, wouldn't it be good to do it before?
Yep. And that's, like I don't have a significant other, right? But I've got lots of people in my life. Like we kind of already touched on, there's lots of different players in everybody's world, but even like for yourself, right? Like come in, take care of you for your mental health checkup.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for listening in today. It's been great. And I'm excited to now do the drawing out of the Yankee hat. Yes. So we had a lot of great, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say thank you guys for liking and sharing and tagging people on Instagram. It's always super, it's just fun for us to watch the weekend as it happens. So.
It does. It keeps us motivated.
Mm-hmm.
So all of you watching tonight, even though we're not going to be doing another giveaway at this moment, I'm sure Kate loves them. We'll do them. She loves them. We'll keep doing them. But please like and share our videos. Like and share our Instagram posts, whatever, so that we can get the word out, so we can keep spreading what we do and allow people to find answers. So should we begin?
Let's get, oh, they're both backwards in the
Instagram feed, but in Facebook.
So we'll get both of these teams in here. Which
here we
apparently,
go.
Are they playing tomorrow? Is that what
they're playing tomorrow?
We even looked it up to see if they're
making sure. Yeah,
okay, I'm going to raise it high.
Card.
So
here we
you
go.
can't see it because you're tall.
All right. Let's see.
Who will it be?
Here it comes. Here it comes. I'll let you read it.
Okay, because it's my handwriting. He's scared. Casey Kirby.
Casey Kirby.
Yeah,
there
girl.
we go.
She just joined too a little while ago.
Yeah. Well,
Woo!
fantastic. So Casey, you have a free seat in the workshop next weekend.
Yep, the 29th.
The 29th. Those of you that, yes, it's the 29th of September. So those of you that would like to be able to be a part of that workshop, make sure you call into the office at 435-652-1202 so we can know how much Twisted Noodle.
How much Twisted Noodle to
So
order.
Twisted Noodle is going to be providing lunch for that. So I'm super excited for them.
Yeah, thanks you guys. It's exciting.
Very exciting. And so a big thanks to the Twisted Noodle and campaign over there, Cameron Payne, I should say. And we're thankful that he was a part of this, the promotion. So.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. Also, just quickly, our Next Level 1 seminar is October 18th through the 20th. So just after this video, sometime tonight, I will be getting up on our Facebook page both of those events, the September 29th Value-Based Parenting Workshop, as well as our October 18th through the 20th level next Awakening seminar.
Next Awakening, absolutely.
So fun.
So grateful, excited. Thank you, everybody. Give us lots of feedback, like and share. We appreciate you.
Remember, adversity is our teacher.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.